Hello guys, welcome to Trade the FX, and my name is Yudi. I'm here to share a couple of knowledge that you might possibly need to enhance your trading skill, get better. So right now we're going to be talking about how possible means to approach trade as a um, day trader. So I'm going to be starting all this afresh, so we can flow along and see how you can possibly approach market to get the best out of it. Let's start from this drop here. We see that market has been in this drop for some couple of hours, and then we tend to see a reversal starting from this point. Let me get my tools out. A reversal starting from this point. Mm, we start seeing reversal starting from this point. Yeah, I'll need to identify what I'm drawing there by, sorry guys, and let me get the property, then fill it. So I want to, so you can see that the change of direction actually begins from this low. So first of all, you need to understand um validation of lows and highs, all right, so that you don't mistake pullback as a change of direction. Okay, so after this price drop so far from this direction, from this high down to this low, first you are supposed to map out your highs, all right, in this particular move. So our first high, I will take this region as my first high, then take this one as my second high, then this one here as my third high, with a very low potential, which it gives a very short new low before there was a pullback. So guys, we look at this market, we know that market has a broken structure around here, right? Broke the structure, pullback, broke this new one. There haven't been possible pullback here. Then this one got broken. So afterwards, this level here got broken. We expect pullback to our demand zone here. So because we have a demand zone here waiting for meditation, which as of then has not happened yet. This is our demand candle, right? That demand candle. So we were actually waiting for a possible pullback to validate the structure. All right. So after we got this after we've gotten this break of structure here, change of character rather here, and then uh after that change of character, market pullback. Immediately we experience that market have broken a structure, which is the first one. What the first thing we should look out for is where are the possible demand zone within that region that has been broken. All right, we have the first one here. Here's the first demand zone, right? This is how simple how you can simplify your trading. This is how you can actually simplify your trading to save yourself from stress. So this is our demand zone. You can see the price came back to that demand zone and then pull out again, all right, in a very massive buy. So let's do something again here. Let's put this guy here again. This is a new structure that just got broken, and then market started building what we call liquidity. All right, sorry guys, I need this out. Don't know why it's not working. All right, let's not waste our time here. So I'm gonna go grab new one. So you can see here we have liquidity sleeping and waiting to be nailed. All right, all these are liquidity. So the moment you see that the market has broken structure here, what you should do first and foremost is to again look out for possible um zone, possible demand zone that is still free within this area marked and keep like this. You can see this was free. Market clear every liquidity that was under this region and then tap from the demand zone. Afterwards, see how market skyrocket up, and then all this one happening within this region is called internal lower time frame structure, or this one there. All right, if you go to a lower time frame, see that it was a structure forming, an internal structure forming to facilitate the 4 hour price potential, price movement. Oh god, what did I do? So after that happened, you can see market has been in a very hefty move, and you know, you can see how strong the market went after all this. I think I have to get something done. Okay, you can see how market rushed so far after meditating this level. See how far the market went. All right, it hasn't come back to this region to kind of grab this kind of the leftover demand. See how the demand zone here untouched. But why the market flies so fast up to that extent is the amount of liquidity that have been swept within here, right? The amount of liquidity that have been swept from this zone here was massive, and that was enough to fly out this market from this region to the upper side. So now let's look at this um structure that got broken right here again. All right, after this break of structure, guess what? After the break of structure, like I said earlier, start looking out for possible demand zone within the previous areas. So number one that we have here is this um guy here, very massive one, and then we have another one kind of hidden. See it here, right here, all right, which is the one that the price actually went to. It's quite hidden. You know why it's hidden? Why I choose that particular candlestick is because if you actually zoom in, you are going to see that that candlestick have really sweep the previous candle. That is how a demand candlestick or a supply candlestick is validated. You can see this candle, this green candle here, has swept the previous dodgy candle here. So that alone make this candle a demand candle. All right, so let's proceed on. You can see after price has gone to that, after price has reached that zone, price pull back and then do more further break of structure around here. Right, seems the copy isn't responding anymore, so I have to go on more manually. So you can see after this break of structure, don't forget guys, we have a level here that two levels here that have not been tested, which is this one that have not been tested, right? And then we have this other one I see here not being tested. You can see after this break of structure, if you go to the lower time frame like 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, that is where this um, price tend to facilitate to respect the demand zone that have been left over in 4 hour time frame. So price actually rally back to the zone and tested that zone. Afterwards, you see price skyrocketed up. See how easy it is to approach trade, and pending this period where price have been or like pushing around the upper side of the chart is when you'll either start looking out for possible sell um, setup, knowing that we have a empty and unvegetated area within this region that price will likely come back to. So you don't overtrade and kill your account before you now start seeing good setup, prompted up, and then if you regret why you exhausted your capital, now you are getting to see setup coming up. So others has their time. You do not rush any of them before you get your liquidity, your count size sweep off. So patience is very important in this market because market doesn't just work randomly. Market work according to supply and demand. So if you actually very efficient in supply and demand trading, you are not likely going to be blowing off accounts so easily. All right. So pay more attention to how price move. You can see afterwards price tend to continue after meeting this clearing of the zone. You can see this was our last high. You can see the high is got sweep, right? And then price just keep going up. After the sweep, there was a pullback again, all right? There was a pullback. Pullback came to where? Let's check around the side. All right, pardon me, guys. So let's check this out. This is where the price came to, right? Let's zoom in. Price doesn't just move randomly. It moves to a very important areas. All right. Price doesn't just move. Okay. Looking for that region. This is the region. I need to get that place. Okay. Is it? You see this candle here. If you take a look very well, you see that the green candle literally sweep the red candle. All right. Those are called hidden demand zones. They are hidden, very hard to see. I'm not saying that price only goes to demand zone areas. It can also go to Fibonacci's, all right? We have good numbers of Fibonacci that price can tend to go to. So let's look at this. You see that exact place that price went to after a test of that zone, price pull out again, all right? And then we have another break of structure. Then we got another break of structure. The thing, it just keeps happening. Let me zoom off. The same thing keep happening. Step over step over step over step over step over step over step. The same thing happening up there. Over step keeps happening. Alright guys, over steps keep happening. What you require to become a successful trader is patience, guys. Patience can make you a successful trader. You can exercise the patience that you require Just imagine everything is step up. Only identify possible reversal point and reversal limit, and then the continuation point and the continuation limit. Is really going to put in a higher position to win more trade than you lose.
So guys, like the video, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And please leave a comment on the comment section. Share your opinion on this particular topic that I gave out for free. I'm waiting to hear from you guys.